Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had your tia smash that subscribe button, go ahead and have her smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following people that contributed on the 10K special live. Angel Guerrero, the big homie, The Jabs, FP Liberal, Raymond Mora, and Fernando Leonares. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank all of you guys. Also, if you haven't picked up a copy of my book, Operation Yard Recall, go ahead and head over to Amazon and type in Operation Yard Recall. This episode right here is going to be about safety concerns, aka PCing up. PCing up in the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. What does it look like? What are some of the things that are said, right? Who are these type of individuals, right, that come to the sergeant's office and knock on the door and say, oh, I can't be here anymore, Sarge. Well, why can't you be here anymore, kid? So anyways, I have experience as a sergeant and as a lieutenant, right? So I got an office. The office is should be chill, right? There's a desk, there's a computer. For the most part, we hang out in there. We chill, right? Once in a while, we'll leave the office. We'll go say what's up to the troops, right? Go get a bite to eat wherever they're having a little spread, right? Intermingle. But from time to time, you'll have individuals, inmates on a yard that'll approach a staff member in the building, a staff member on the yard, and or straight come to the program office and tell us they can't be there anymore. So what are our thoughts on it, right? Green side. What is our thoughts? How do we feel about it? Well, first and foremost, professionalism was always at the top of the peak for me. Speaking for myself, speaking of perspective. What I mean by that is, I'm going to do the right thing, right? I'm going to take the steps necessary to provide as much safety for that individual that's requesting safety concerns, right? My initial thing was to make the scene as safe, as secure as possible for ourselves, green, and for blue side too. So I've had inmates approach me, man. Let me tell you, there's so many different ways, there's so many different reasons why a dude can PC up. Let me tell you, one time I was in Delta Sergeant's office, right? I was hanging out in there. Now, the bad thing about working at Donovan is that they would always leave the doors unlocked. Oh, this is all bad, man. I never liked this. Unlocked, and or they'll put a little rock and wedge the door open. I was never a fan of that, right? But I mean, one man's not going to change the whole entire institution. So, coming from Centinela, all doors are locked, absolutely locked, right? With Folger Atom keys, those big giant keys, dead bolted, right? Ain't nobody coming in here. So, I'm posted up one time, and an inmate comes into the sergeant's office. And walks into the sergeant's office, walks up on us. So immediately I stand up, right? I stand up and I grab, yeah, don't trip. I grab the dude, right? Because I don't know if I'm about to be assaulted. I grab the dude and I kind of push him back into the hallway and push him up against the wall, right? Not all crazy, but enough to know, hey, what are you doing, dude? And then, this guy automatically goes into, kind of survival mode, hey, I can't be here, I gotta get to the yard. I said, turn the fuck around, right? Not that I was disrespectful or acting like a badass. I was extremely, highly upset that the dude let himself into the office, let himself into the building, then let himself into my office, right? Yeah, the door was ajar, but still, man, that kind of respect, hey, put your hands behind your back, right? I don't know if this dude has a weapon. Situations like that could and have gone all bad in the past, right? I start tell the cop, hey, give me some handcuffs. When I was a lieutenant, man, I carried minimal gear. Except when these young officers started getting slapped around on chart. Literally, man. This is the type of atmosphere that administration created at Donovan. They were letting the inmates slap these officers around because of the culture that they created, instilling fear into the officers from using force and or doing their job per policy. Right? And I would kind of scold these kids, like, because I cared about their safety. I still do. That's why I'm doing this. And I would tell them, you're lucky they're just slapping you right now. They're lucky they're just slapping you around because they could be stabbing you. They should be stabbing you, right? Because those of us that have seen it, been in it, know what time it is, right? That's why I kind of got crazy when the dude came up on me, right? That was that time. Another time, this is a good one. Let's hit the rewind button back into the past. Boom, back to the future, right? 2007, straight up 2007. I know this because I was as brand spanking new as you can be. Centinela State Prison, Charlie Jim. This is a funny one. Well, this wasn't really funny. This is kind of a crazy one. I already told you, back then the gymnasiums was packed with inmates, bunk beds. Full, right? And I told you that in Centinela State Prison, Charlie Jim, which was a level 4 yard, the yard was level 4, that gym was level 3. Packed with Sureños, Southsiders, and Paisas. Why? Because they kept going off on every race, right? They kept rioting with every race, so the last thing you had left was them. Me and my partner, who was solid at the time, he was solid at the time. People change. I don't know. People change for different reasons. I don't know. Dude was a great cop then. We're chilling. Man, back in the good old days, you could watch a DVD player. You can just relax. Man, gone are the good old days. Anyhow, I kid you not. What must have been a damn tap on my shoulder with a finger. And again, ain't nobody gonna be tapping. Oh, I don't know if I described the layout. So the layout was a podium, an elevated podium. So a podium that was high off the ground, like a little set of stairs that go up this way, and a little, like probably 2 steps that go up this way. So you're probably about, I don't know, 6 feet off the ground, 7 feet off the ground. So you can see the whole gym, right? You have like not a bird's eye view, but a good vantage point. Next thing you know, I feel a little tiny finger on my shoulder. I, again, grab, right? I'm not a martial artist. I'm not a boxer by any means. I've taken some boxing classes, but I just grab, right? Like, right here. And I'm like, hey, what? Like, what? Right? Like, grab him like this. My partner jumps up. We grab him. We pin him back against the wall. It was an old man, a paisa. And this is what he says. No puedo estar aquí. Meaning, in English, I can't be here. And he's like, no puedo estar aquí, no puedo estar aquí. Like, I can't be here, I can't be here. I'm brand new. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that nobody should be touching me. Don't touch me. Right? I got PTSD now. So, my partner, Solid's like, what? Hey, man. In Spanish, she's yelling at this dude. My partner, having the experience and already knowing what time it was, said, what are you in here for? And the dude goes on to say, oh, he starts talking in Spanish. Dude was straight paisa, straight down from Mexico, right? For those of you guys don't know what a paisa is in California. I have a charge with a little girl. I have a charge with a little girl, but it was a lie. It's not the truth, right? He starts going. Now I'm like, oh man, whoa. Like I'm not a scientist, but I know. I've seen enough movies and documentary to know that these type of dudes are not supposed to be around these types of dudes, right? Like, I know that for a fact without doing any type of homework at all. He's like, yeah, I'm in here for some charges that involve a little girl. None of it's true. And that kind of changed the dynamics. Here's why. When I look back at the rest of the inmates, they were all staring. They were all staring like 100, like, dudes, it's so awkward. Like, all eyes on us. All eyes on that inmate, right? They basically gave the dude a pass. For sure, they gave him a pass. They told him, go up there, tell those guys you're not supposed to be here, get the fuck out of here, right? Excuse my French, but do I really got to paint the picture to you guys of what the other option would have been? Probably should have been, would have been, right? But they gave this dude a break. Oh, my partner, no, why would you do this? This is when I started getting like, oh, okay, gray area, jokes, right? Like, there was a shot caller in there for the paisas, right? You guys know what shot caller is. I have yet to speak on shot callers, but this dude was this dude was a good dude. I'm not gonna say a good dude because I was a CO, he was an inmate. This dude was a straight shooter. All right, straight shooter. I could say straight shooter because he never did us dirty. That was it. Better, more of a straighter shooter than the administration that I served under. Thank you. God bless America. So, this guy's name was either Gallo, or Sinaloa. Or the dude's name was Gallo from Sinaloa. The Paisa from Sinaloa. I think his AKA was Gallo, for sure. That's probably what it was. Gallo from Sinaloa. My partner with experience calls up Gallo, the inmate, and tells him, oh my, this was so awkward, man. I told you about those stairs that go up to the podium, right? It's narrow. It's narrow. Your boy has some broad shoulders right here. Like, your shoulders are practically touching. It's narrow to get up to the platform area. My partner yells out, Gallo! That shot caller comes up to the base of the stairs, right? My partner puts that other paisa that came up to us right in between us, right? And tells that paisa in Spanish, who told you couldn't be here? No. That paisa looks Gallo right in the eyes and says, Israel. It was him. No. Oh my God, put the yard down. Put the building down. Holy shit. You should have seen the homie's eyes. The homie's eyes like the devil took over, right? Oh my God. Dude, could you believe it? They gave this dude a pass to come talk to us. The homie fucking tapped me on my shoulder. I grab him, damn near beat his ass up on the top of the fucking podium. My partner, being funny, calls this shot caller for the paisas, Gallo from Sinaloa, brings him to the podium and puts this dude on Front Street and says, who told you? Who told you couldn't be here? That fucking homie went for it. No spine having. No, well, fuck. Maybe he did have balls. I don't know why you would do that. Era hell. It was him. Oh, dude. I swear to God, this guy was going to kill him. He, like, once he showed his eyes, we stepped in front and we kind of like, hey, we were laughing, right? Like, I don't think the homie appreciated the joke. So we clearly put the dude in cuffs. We clearly put ourselves, as we're supposed to, in front of any threat, any safety, right? We get the guy out of there fast, immediately, ASAP, without delay, without hesitation. We come back. We're laughing, right? Dude gets rolled up. Dude gets sent to the hole. We're laughing. The dude calmed down, right? Gallo calmed down. He was like, after a couple hours, he was like, damn, that was a good one. I didn't think I was gonna go into that story, this whole thing, right? But damn, I'm gonna have to make another video about inmates piecing up. Holy shit. Keep pushing forward.